Good evening, everyone. This meeting of the Zoning Board of Adjustment of the Township of Union is being held pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Law, C-231, Laws of New Jersey, 1975. Notice of this meeting was advertised in the local source and the Star Ledger, the newspapers of record. The notice has been posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building adjacent to the municipal clerk's office. Adequate notice of this meeting has also been posted on the township website, confirming that in order to protect the health, safety, and welfare of our citizens pursuant to standards promulgated by law to address the coronavirus pandemic, it will be held by online, virtual means, and telephonically only. Roll call, Mr. Manguso.
Mr. DiGiovanni.
Here.
Mr. Howe.
Here.
Mr. Wiley.
Here.
Miss Alexander.
Here.
Miss Martins.
Here.
Mr. Bentavegana.
Here.
Mr. Irwin.
Here.
Miss Scott is absent. Mr. Champy.
Here. There being a quorum present, this meeting is declared open. May I have a motion for the approval of the minutes from the January 12th meeting?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the minutes as they are written and dispense with their reading.
Second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, so moved. Mr. Manguso, are there any communications?
There are no communications. Yes, I apologize. Yes, I received a letter from Stephen Hell's office regarding calendar number 3394, which council will address once we call it.
Thank you. Okay, so our first and only order of business this evening is calendar number 3394, Maxon Hyundai Incorporated, 2329 Route 22 West and 1010 Gelb Street, Block 3210, lots 2.01 and 5, automobile dealership, parts and service buildings. Council?
Yes, good evening, Mr. Chairman. Attorney Rosemary Stone Dougherty on behalf of Maxon Hyundai, Inc. We're here tonight just to, again, follow up with our correspondence of January 20th, 2022, where we're just asking that this matter be carried to no set firm date. We're making some revisions to the plan, which we will obviously resubmit. And at that time, we will then renotice when we're giving a new actual hearing date. And obviously, we consent to any extensions of time necessary.
Thank you, Ms. Doherty.
Yes,
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, for the record, it's Rob Pansul, the board attorney. As the secretary had acknowledged, there was the correspondence as confirmed by counsel for the applicant memorializing. It's a standard type of request, and quite frankly, I prefer to see it done this way when you're making adjournments for revisions. It's fairer to the public this way. So it really should just be considered as a motion in a second. We can do a roll call just to adjourn it and the announcement that there will be new notice once it gets back on the agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Pansula. May I have a motion and a second to adjourn and renotice this meeting without date?
Mr. Chairman, I move we adjourn calendar number 3394 to be re-examined at another date, to be re-entered at another date.
A second.
Thank you. Roll call, Mr. Manguso.
Mr. DiGiovanni.
Yes.
Mr. Howe.
Yes.
Mr. Wiley.
Yes.
Miss Alexander.
Yes.
Miss Martins.
Yes.
Mr. Bentavegana.
Yes.
Mr. Champy.
Yes. Does anybody have any comments or any other orders of business this evening before we adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, there being no further business before us this evening, I move we adjourn.
I second that, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very
This
much.
meeting-
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Doherty. This meeting is declared closed. Thank you, everybody, and have a good week.
Thank you. Have a good week.
All right, guys, see you next week.
All right.